Hello friends, Kurt Berglund back with you with the 1967 American League pennant race that I am sort of bird walking through with inside pitch baseball, cards and dice simulation. And today we are up to May 14th, 1967 with a game featuring the Baltimore Orioles in the Bronx against the New York Yankees. And I bet you're wondering, Kurt, have you lost your mind? Well, you probably wonder that on a regular basis. But in particular, Kurt, why May 14th, 1967? Why two teams not really involved in the pennant race? What gives? What gives? Well, I'm going to tell you. This game between the Orioles and the Yankees is the game in which Mickey Mantle hit the 500th home run of his career. He went on, of course, to hit 536. But this was number 500. And so I don't know if Mickey's going to hit one in this game or not. We'll see how that works out. But I'm picking the games that are not only important to the pennant race, but also important milestone games. And the next game we have will be another Yankee game for that very, very reason. Neither of these teams, you're right, are going anywhere in this pennant race. The Orioles, coming off their 1966 World Series championship, had a very disappointing 1967, and some even blame manager Hank Bauer for that lack of achievement. The Yankees were in the midst of their downward slide and were not going to reverse it in 1967. Neither one of these teams would finish in the first division. So let's get to the starting lineups and see if we can get Mickey his 500th homer in this ball game. And don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with everything going on my channel. I have a whole lot of different stuff happening, so I appreciate your subscriptions. I need them to keep the channel going, so thank you very much. The visiting Baltimore Orioles leading off at shortstop, and these are the as-played lineups, and of course we use the as-played lineups because if we don't, heads explode all over this great land of ours. So leading off at shortstop, it's Mark Belanger. Batting second in center field, Russ Snyder. Batting third in left field, Kurt Blefary. Batting fourth in right field, Frank Robinson. Batting fifth at first base, it's Boog Powell. Batting sixth at third base, it's Brooks Robinson. Batting seventh at second base, it's Woody Held, who's got a California card. He was dealt to the Angels later this summer. Batting eighth behind the plate, it's Andy Etchebarren, the catcher. And batting ninth and on the mound, it's Steve Barber, who would be traded to the Yankees on the 4th of July, and that's why you see New York on his card. Barber, in 67, was a combined 10-18 with a 4.07 ERA. He was, of course, a left-hander. For the homestanding Yankees, leading off at second base, it's Horace Clarke. Batting second at third base, Dick Hauser. Batting third, here's our man. Playing first base, Mickey Mantle. Batting fourth, the catcher, Elston Howard. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Tom Tresh. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Steve Whitaker. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Bill Robinson. And batting eighth, the shortstop, Ruben Amaro. On the mound, it's Mel Stottlemyre, the right-hander. And Stottlemyre in 1967 was 15-15 with a 2.96 earned run average. And we are in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. All right, with all that said, let's roll some inside pitch baseball. Here we go. All right, Belanger is going to step up to the plate. And here we go against Mel Stottlemyre, the right-hander for the Yankees. And we have a strikeout check because Belanger's a righty. And we got to check the Yankee Stadium ballpark card. It's a -1. So The 13 will be too high. Belanger swings and hits one in the air to Steve Whitaker in right field, and he's going to put it away for out number 1, and we are underway at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Stottlemyre winds and delivers to Russ Snyder. It's a hit by pitch check, and it's going to be too high. Snyder swings and hits a base hit to right field, drops in front of Whitaker, and he's aboard. 1 out, 1 on for Kurt Blefary. Very interesting slide by these Orioles in just a year. When you think about, they go from the World Series to under 500 in a very short period of time. And they had some injuries, I'll grant you. There were some injuries, but very strange. All right, Blefary, strikeout check, too high. Blefary swings and hits a base hit to right field. So we're going to check Whitaker's arm. It's a -1. Didn't know he threw that well. Snyder is a 4. The adjustment for going from first to third on a single to right is +2. So that'll make Snyder a 6. -1 knocks him down to a 5. Heading for third base. Let's see what happens here. He's going to make it. And first and third, there's Orioles at the corners with 1 out for Frank Robinson. Stottlemyre the stretch, and the delivery is a ballpark check. Ballpark check on Yankee Stadium. So we will re-roll. And it's a star line 6. Ground ball to short. That is Ruben Amaro. He is going to flip to Horace Clarke at second base, who is a 0 on the pivot. And so the double play is a 3, a 0. So 3 or less, they're going to turn it and get out of the mess. They're going to turn it and get out of the mess. It's Amaro to Clarke for 1, and the relay to Mickey Mantle is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 6-4-3 double play turned by the Yankees. And we go to the bottom of the first with no score. In the Yankee first, it'll be Clarke, Hauser, and Mantle coming up. Mickey sitting on 499 dongs in his career. 4-6 is a range. Oh my God, I smell gas. It's a range check. Line drive, third base. Dick Hauser is a 2 on the range, and it's by him for a base hit. Horace Clarke is on, and he's going to try and go. It's going to be go time for Horace Clarke. See if he can get the jump. He's a 3 plus 1 from Barber makes him a 4. And he doesn't get the jump. All right, so we'll hold him in the first inning. Dick Hauser up. Barber the stretch, and the delivery is a range check on the ballpark. 2-2 is a star line 2. It's a ground ball to Woody Held at second base. He is a 3. We'll see if he gets there. He does make the play on the pickup. He whirls and fires to Belanger at second. Barber's double play number is a 0. Hauser's double play number is a 0. Belanger's double play number is a 0, so we're not going to get a double play. Let's see if we get in a base runner advance. We do not. So Woody Held fires to Belanger for the fielder's choice put out of Horace Clarke at second, and Hauser beats the rap at first. 1 on with 1 out now for Mantle. Looking for home run number 500. Barber the stretch. The pitch to Mickey is an open result. And and it's a 6, so we're doing a walk check. It's a ball 4. 2 on now for the Yankees in the first. Elston Howard coming to the plate, of course, dealt to the Red Sox later that summer. Barber the stretch and the pitch to the Yankee catcher. It's a strikeout check, but 20's too high. Howard swings and hits one in the air to right field. Under it is Frank Robinson. His throwing arm is a 0. Hauser's not going anywhere because I don't want anybody throwing out going to third base with 2 outs. And with 2 outs and 2 on, it's Tom Tresh. Barber the stretch and the delivery to Tresh is a strikeout check, but a 16's too high for Tresh. He swings, and it's a ground ball to Woody Held at second base. He's going to go the short way to Belanger to retire the Yankees. Both teams threaten in the first, but do not score. We've played 1 complete in New York. No score between the Orioles and the Yankees. Boog Powell will lead off, then Brooks Robinson, then Woody Held in the Orioles' second. Stottlemyre winds and delivers. Error on a grounder check. The 20's going to be way too high for that. Ground ball to Ruben Amaro. He collects it and fires to Mantle for 1 down in the Orioles' second. Now it's Brooks Robinson. Stottlemyre winds and delivers. It's a range track on the ballpark. And we have a chance for a hit. So first, let's see if Mr. Whitaker is going to get there and make the play. His range is a 2. He does not get there to make the play, so let's roll. And it's hit to right and deep. Brooks Robinson driving Whitaker to the wall, and it's out of here. A 1-0 lead for the Orioles with 1 out in the second. All right, so Brooks goes deep. He had 22 on the 67 season. That'll bring up Woody Held with 1 out. Stottlemyre winds and delivers. Strikeout check. A 5 is going to be plenty. Hey, struck him out, and there's 2 down in the second. Now it's Etchebarren. Stottlemyre with the wind and the delivery. 13 -1 knocks him down to a 12, so that's too high. And he swings and hits a ground ball to Dick Hauser. He plants and fires to Mantle at first, and that retires the Orioles. But they get a run on a home run to right by Brooks Robinson. And after 1.5, it's 1-0 Orioles. Now it's Barber going to face Whitaker. Then Bill Robinson, then Ruben Amaro in the Yankees' second. Barber winds and delivers. It's a walk check, too high. Whitaker swings, and it's past first base for a base hit. Off Boog's glove, and Whitaker's going to be safe at first. That's going to bring up Robinson. Nobody out. Barber the stretch and the delivery. Error check. Going to be hit on the ground to first. That is Boog Powell. Powell fires to Belanger. Let's see what we got for a double play chance. It's a 2, and that's all it's going to be. Powell fires to Belanger. No, he doesn't. Powell takes it to the bag himself, and Whitaker will advance to second base. So Amaro comes up now with 1 out and a man in scoring position for the Yankees. On deck is Mel Stottlemyre. Barber the stretch and the delivery. It's a walk check. And we got the -1 on Yankee Stadium, so that's going to knock Amaro down to a 12, so that's not going to be a walk. He swings and hits a ground ball to Belanger at short. Mark looks Whitaker back to second and fires to Powell at first, and that retires Amaro. Here comes Stottlemyre with 2 outs and a chance to help himself. It was an 0.98 average for Stottlemyre on the 67 season, but it was a hard 0.98. He was hitting shots all over the field. The pitch to Stottlemyre, he's not tired, so it's a strikeout check. It's a 13. Hey, struck him out, and that's Barber's first, and it closes out the Yankee second. We've played 2 complete. It's 1-0 Baltimore. On the day Mickey Mantle hit his 500th home run, Barber will lead it off for the Orioles, and then Belanger, and then Snyder in the Baltimore third. The pitch from Stottlemyre's an error check on the throw. Ground ball to Horace Clarke. Horace Clarke's error rating is only a 3, so he's going to throw to Mickey Mantle for out number 1. Now it's Belanger. 0 for 1 for Mark. Strikeout check, but a 20 is too high. Belanger swings and lofts one in the air to left field. Tom Tresh under it and puts it away for out number 2. And now Russ Snyder with 2 outs and nobody on against Stottlemyre. Snyder singled in the first. The pitch. It's a strikeout check, and hey, struck him out. That's number 2 for Stottlemyre, and he gets his first 1-2-3 inning. After 2.5, it's 1-0 Orioles. Top of the Yankee order coming in the third. Clarke, Hauser, and Mantle coming up for the Bronx Bombers. Clarke is 1 for 1. The pitch from Barber is an error check. Ground ball hit to Boog Powell, and he boots it. He boots it. Clarke's going to reach on the E3. Clarke's on first. And what the heck, we'll try the steal again. Barber the stretch. The delivery to Hauser, and he gets the jump. So, we got a 17, and we have Elston Howard's arm, which is a +1. So, makes him an 18. There goes Clarke. Hauser takes the pitch, and he swipes second base. Horace Clarke with a steal, 21 for Horace on the 67 season. So he's on second with nobody out. And Hauser still at the plate. On deck is Mantle. Barber, the stretch, checks Clarke, and the delivery. It's a strikeout check, too high. Ground ball hit to short. That's Belanger. He looks Clarke back and fires to Powell. There's 1 down. Here comes Mantle looking for home run number 500. Barber the stretch. Mantle walked in the first. The pitch from Barber is an open result, and Mickey swings and hits one in the air to center. And that's going to be extra bases. Drops in center field, gets by Snyder. Around third comes Clarke. We have a 1-1 ball game, and Mickey gets to second base on those gimpy knees, and it's a run-scoring double for Mickey Mantle. 1-1, bottom of the third, 1 out. Howard at the plate now. Barber the stretch, and the delivery is a strikeout check, but it's too high for Elston. He swings and delivers one to center field. And this is going to be trouble. This is going to be big trouble. It is gone. Elston Howard to center field in old Yankee Stadium. He crushed it. And that's going to give the Yankees a 3-1 lead. Mantle scores ahead of him. It's a 2-run bomb for Howard. 3-1 New York. Now it's Tresh, 0 for 1. The pitch from Barber. It's a walk check, but it's too high. Tresh swings and hits it on the ground to Belanger, who comes in a few steps, gloves it, fires to Powell, and there's 2 down now. Here comes Steve Whitaker. Interesting that Whitaker's playing against Barber. He's mostly a platoon guy in his career. The pitch from Steve is an open result. Whitaker's going to swing and hit it in the air to right toward the line. Frank Robinson on the run, and he will get there for out number 3. So the Yankees get a big inning. 3 runs on 2 hits, and they don't leave anybody. After 3 complete, it's 3-1 New York. Stottlemyre flush with a lead now. It's Blefary, Robinson, and Powell, lefty, righty, lefty, in the Orioles 4th. Pitch from Mel. Air check. Hit to right, and this is going to be big trouble. This is going to be big trouble for Steve Whitaker. Let's figure out what he did. So we're going to keep the 3. He gets there, and then he drops the ball. So it's not a hit. He drops the fly ball, and we got to roll for the running rating of Blefary. It's a 2. Blefary's running is a 3. So he's going to get 2 bases. It's an E9, and Blefary gets to second base with nobody out. Whitaker clanked it off his glove, and now it's Robinson, and he's the tying run in this game. Stottlemyre the stretch. The pitch to Frank is a ballpark check. Ground ball, second base. That's Horace Clark. He throws to Mantle to retire Robbie, but Blefary moves to third base with 1 out, and now it's Powell. Yankee infield at normal depth. They'll give up the run for the out here. Powell's 0 for 1. The pitch from Stottlemyre. Hey, struck him out, and that's number 3 for Mel. 2 outs now, and Brooks Robinson, who homered in the second to provide the Orioles run, is at the plate now. Pitch from Stottlemyre's hey, struck him out. Stottlemyre, after the error, gets out of it with the help of helping himself with a pair of strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-1 New York. Barber quickly heading toward his fatigue number, which is 24 batters. He has faced 15 to this point. Robinson, Amaro, and Stottlemyre at 7, 8, 9 in the Yankee order in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch from Barber is a strikeout check, and hey, struck him out. Barber's angry. He's got 2 strikeouts now. Amaro comes to the plate. 0 for 1 in this game. Barber winds and delivers. Air check on a throw. Amaro ground ball to Belanger. He gloves it and then throws it in the dirt. Does Boog prevent it from getting by him? No, he doesn't. It's going to be a 2-base throwing error on Mark Belanger. Amaro gets into scoring position with 1 out, and Stottlemyre comes to the plate. And I told you about his season. Shots all over the field. Don't let that 098 deceive you. Stottlemyre's 0 for 1. The pitch from Barber. It's a ballpark check. It's a rare play result. Oh boy, here we go. Runners are on base. Let's see what we get here for a roll. It's a 3-1 with less than 2 outs. Shallow fly to left field, resolve play as an F7 range play. Left fielder does not catch the ball. The lead runner gets a late break attempting to advance the next base. All right. So the left fielder's range is Blefary. He is a 4, and I can't believe it either. He doesn't get there. So, Amaro gets a late break attempting to advance to the next base. So, Amaro's running comes into play. We're going to add Blefary's arm, which is a -1. Amaro is a 2 base runner, so -1 knocks him down to a 1. He's going for third. The throw from Blefary to Brooks Robinson, not in time. Wow. Anything but a 1, and he would have shot down Amaro at third, but Ruben with a head-first slide gets in there. So Stottlemyre gets a hit. Amaro advances from second to third on the base hit, just barely. And with 1 out, there's Yankees at the corners for Horace Clarke. All right, so Barber in trouble again, and the Orioles bullpen is stirring, you could say. And it's going to be boy, the bullpen looking a little bit thin. I'm sensing one of the problems for the 67 Orioles. Yikes. All right, it's going to be Mo Drabowski, a World Series hero from 1966. He's going to start to throw. First and third, Oriole defense at double play depth. The pitch to Clarke. Open result on Barber's card. Clarke swings. Line drive snagged by Brooks Robinson. Now, are we going to get a double play out of this? If I roll a 3, Brooks is going to step on third. And he does. Brooks Robinson, the line shot from Clarke. Brooks Robinson turns it into a 5-5 double play as Amaro can't get back to the base. Steve Barber dodges a major bullet, and we go to the 5th. It's 3-1 New York. Boy, that gets by Brooks. They're on their way to another big inning. Stottlemyre will face the bottom third of the Orioles order. It'll be Held, Etchebarren, and Barber in the top of the 5th. Held 0-for-1, the pitch from Stott. Struck him out. 3 strikeouts in a row for Stottlemyre, 1 down in the 5th. Now it's Etchebarren. Andy's 0-for-1, the pitch from Stottlemyre. Open result. Etchebarren swings. Ground ball. Ruben Amaro collects it and throws to Mantle for out number 2. And now it's Barber. 0-for-1 in the game. Open result for Stottlemyre, and Barber hits it on the ground to Amaro. He plants and fires to Mantle, and that retires the Orioles in inning number 5. We're halfway through this one. And it is 3-1 New York. Hauser, Mantle, and Howard, the 2-3-4 batters in the Yankee order, coming up in the bottom of the 5th. Hauser 0-for-2, the pitch to walk check, and he walks him. Hauser reaches base. Here comes Mantle sitting on .499. He's 1-for-1 today with a ribby, a run scored, a walk, a double, but no homer yet. Barber the stretch, and the delivery. Strikeout, but he's not tired. The pitch, or the swing from Mantle, is a base hit through second base. It's past Woody Held. On his way to third base is Dick Hauser, and there's going to be Yankees at the corners with nobody out. Drabowski starts to throw again. Elston Howard, 1-for-2 with a homer, strolls to the plate. Orioles going to play their corners in. Middle of the infield, double play depth. Here we go, the pitch. Strikeout check, but too high. Hit in the air to right field. Getting under it is Robinson. Hauser is tagging. Sacrifice fly number is 3 for Howard. Robinson makes the catch, and he fires it in towards second base to hold Mantle at first as Hauser crosses the plate on the sacrifice fly. 3 RBIs on the day for Elston Howard. It's 4-1 New York. Tresh coming to the plate with 1 out, and Mantle still at first in the bottom of the 5th. 22 batters so far for Steve Barber. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. That's 2 down, and Barber's 3rd strikeout. Tresh now on an 0 for 3 day. Whitaker coming to the plate with 2 outs, and Mantle still at first. Barber the stretch, and the delivery open result. Whitaker swings, hits it on the ground to Mark Belanger. He's going to go the short way to Woody Held, and that will retire the Yankees in inning number 5. We go to the 6th. Yankees get a run on a hit, and they leave 1. After 5 complete, it's 4-1 New York. And the top of the Orioles order coming up in the 6th. That means Belanger, Snyder, and Blefary coming for Baltimore. They could use some offense. They've only got 3 hits so far. Stottlemyre winds and delivers. Hey, struck him out. Number 6. Now Stottlemyre's retired 7 in a row. And 11 of his last 12. Snyder, 1 for 2. The pitch from Stottlemyre is an open. Snyder will swing, and he goes the other way for a base hit. Tresh grabs it and fires it back in. Snyder's got a 2-hit day going, and here comes Blefary. Yankee infield at double play depth. There's 1 out and 1 on in the 6th. The pitch from Stottlemyre. It's an open result. The pitch from Blefary, or the swing by Blefary, is hit on the ground to Mantle. He fires to, let's see, does he fire anywhere? It's a 1. And that's all they got. Amaro's got nothing on the pivot. So Mantle fires to Amaro for 1. The relay to Stottlemyre is not in time. Blefary beats the wrap at first, and with 2 outs, now it's Blefary at first base for Frank Robinson. Stottlemyre the stretch, checks Blefary. The pitch to Robinson is an open. Robbie swings and hits it in the air to left. Tom Tresh toward the line is going to get there and make the play for out number 3. We've played 5.5. Yankees 4, Orioles 1 in the Bronx. Steve Barber out for inning number 6. He'll face Robinson, Amaro, and Stottlemyre in the bottom of the 6th. Robinson's 0 for 2. The pitch from Barber is too high for a strikeout. Robinson's going to swing, and a line shot caught by Belanger. Hit it on the screws, but Belanger, the blade, caught it. Now it's Amaro. Ruben 0 for 2, but did reach on an error. The pitch from Barber is a ballpark check. Yankee Stadium. Hit toward left. This is going to be trouble. It's going to get down, and it's going to get into the corner. Blefary digs it out of there and fires it back toward the infield, but Amaro's got himself a 1-out double, and here comes Stottlemyre, 1 for 2 on his day. Barber the stretch and the delivery. Open result. Stottlemyre swings, and it's grounded to Belanger. From the hole, fires to Powell, and there's 2 down, and now it's Clark. Getting away with using a fatigued Steve Barber here. Drabowski is ready in the pen. Clark is 1 for 3. The pitch. Strikeout check, but too high. Clark swings, hits it in the air to left. The left-hander is going to retire him. Bleffery under it and puts it away for out number 3. So Barber survives the 6th inning. We've played 6 complete. It's 4-1 New York. Mantle will be up in the 7th. In the top of the 7th, for the Orioles, it'll be Powell, Brooks Robinson, and Woody Held. 5, 6, 7 batters. Stottlemyre delivers foul ball. Next pitch to Powell is an open result, and this one's hit on the ground to third. That's Dick Hauser. To his left, plants and throws to Mantle, and there is one down. Now it's Brooks Robinson. Stottlemyre, 255 innings in 1967. Brooks Robinson accounted for the Orioles' only run in the 2nd with a solo homer. The pitch. Strikeout check, but too high. Robinson swings, and it lines a base hit to left. It drops in front of Tresh. Robinson's aboard with his 2nd hit, and here comes Woody Held. Manager Hank Bauer hoping to get to Barber's spot so he can pinch hit for him. Held is 0 for 2. Stottlemyre the stretch, and the pitch to Woody. It's a walk check, but it's too high. The swing by Woody Held is a star line 6. That's grounded to Ruben Amaro. Clark is a 0 on the pivot. We got a 2, 1-2. Amaro to Clark for 1. And Brooks Robinson with the takeout slide. Takes out Clark. They just get 1, and Held beats the rap at first. Here comes Andy Etchebarren with 2 outs in the 7th. And on deck is the aforementioned Steve Barber. Stottlemyre the stretch and the delivery. And that's hit high and deep to left. Down the line. And driving Tresh to the wall, and it's gone. Andy Etchebarren sneaks one into the 2nd row of the left field stands in Yankee Stadium, and all of a sudden the Orioles are back in this game. It's a 4-3 ball game, and Steve Barber is due. He will not bat, and we're going to get a pinch hitter. Time out. We'll bat for Barber. Let's tell you about Steve before we depart. The Steve Barber story here today. 6 innings pitched for Mr. Barber. He allowed 7 hits. He walked 2 batters. He struck out 3. He allowed 4 runs, 3 of which were earned. And he is in line, 1 home run. He is in line for the loss, unless the Orioles can continue the comeback trail. It's 4-3 Baltimore, top of the 7th, and there are 2 outs. Paul Blair is your pinch hitter. He had 293 in 1967 and played almost every day. Stottlemyre winds and delivers, and he's not tired yet, so Blair swings and hits a ground ball to Ruben Amaro at short. He gloves it and throws to Mantle, and that retires the Orioles, but they get 2 on 2 hits and don't leave anybody. After 6.5, it's time to stretch them out in New York, and it's 4-3 Yankees. Mo Drabowski is indeed your new Baltimore pitcher, and he had quite a season in 1967 with a 1.60 ERA, 12 saves, and 95 innings. He can give you 9 hitters. They're hoping to get 2 innings out of him. We'll see if that works. Hauser's up first, then Mantle, then Howard. 2-3-4 for the Yankees, and they need insurance. Drabowski winds and delivers to Dick Hauser. It's a strikeout check, but it's too high. Hauser swings, and it's a single past third. This one snakes by Brooks Robinson, and Hauser's aboard to the single, and here comes Mantle. He's 2 for 2, looking for number 500. Bottom of the 7th. Hauser at first, nobody out. Baltimore infield, double play depth. The pitch from Drabowski is open because Mantle's a switch hitter. Mickey swings, hits a ground ball to Belanger at short. He gloves it. Double play is a 3, no other adjustment. He goes to Woody held for 1, and the relay, Mantle beats the relay and is safe at first. Hauser is retired 6-4 on the fielder's choice, so Mantle's on with 1 out in the 7th, and Howard comes to the plate. Elston's had a big day, 3 ribbies, a homer, 1 for 2. Drabowski the stretch, and the pitch to the Yankee catcher. It is a ballpark check. Ground ball, Belanger. He's a 4, he's a 5 on the double play. He goes to held for 1, and the relay to Powell is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 6-4-3 twin killing for ball turned by the Baltimore Orioles. We go to the 8th. They're down by a run. And they have the top of the order coming up. It's Belanger, Snyder, and Blefary against Stottlemyre, who is approaching fatigue himself. 30 batters, and he has faced 27. So we'll see what happens there. Belanger leads off. He's 0 for 3. The pitch to Mark is open. The swing from Mark is a line shot right at Amaro. 1 down. Stottlemyre's 5 outs from victory, but he's got a 1-run lead. That's it. Snyder's 2 for 3. The pitch from Stottlemyre is hit hard, but not hard enough. And it's on the ground to Amaro. Ruben collects it and throws to Mantle for out number 2. Here comes Blefary with 2 outs and nobody aboard in the Oriole 8th. Stottlemyre winds and delivers. Did he dot him? No, he didn't. Blefary swings. Popped it up. Wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth. Horace Clark under it on the infield dirt, and he puts it away for out number 3. So after a rough 7th inning, Stottlemyre recovers. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. With the score, Yankees 4, Orioles 3. You got a good one here. Tresh, Whitaker, and Robinson, 5, 6, 7 batters for Baltimore, for the Yankees. Against Drabowski, back out for inning number 2. The pitch from Mo is a strikeout. Hey, struck him out. Drabowski's first strikeout. Now it's Whitaker, 1 for 3. Drabowski delivered. Hey, struck him out. There's number 2, and now it's Bill Robinson. Drabowski winds and delivers. No, just missed the 3rd strikeout to get the side. It's a fly ball to center field. Under it is Russ Snyder, and he puts it away for out number 3. We're going to the 9th. And it is Yankees 4, Orioles 3. Time to put up or shut up. Stottlemyre is coming out for the 9th. And the Yankee bullpen is stirring. So we'll see who they got going. It's going to be Steve Hamilton, a left-hander. And the right-hander will be... Wow. Dooley Womack of Ball 4 fame. So it's going to be Womack and Hamilton, lefty-righty double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen, just the way I like it. But first it's Frank Robinson, then Boog Powell, then Brooks Robinson, righty, lefty-righty in the Oriole 9th. 0 for 3 for Robbie. The pitch from Stottlemyre is ball 4. Tying run is aboard. Now it's Powell, and that's going to do it for Stottlemyre. Yeah, that's going to do it. They're going to go to Steve Hamilton. the left-hander. All right. Powell. They could hit for him here. Boog had a platoon differential, you could just say. But who? Yeah, they're gonna. No, they're not. They're not gonna hit for him. Robinson's at first. Let's see what his speed's looking like. He could swipe you a base. Oh, no, he couldn't. Never mind. So Powell's up. Hamilton's towing the slab, if you know what I mean. And the pitch to Boog Powell is a stray. Struck him out, and there's one down in the ninth. Now it's Brooks Robinson. They're going to leave Hamilton in there. Frank is at first, Brooks is at the plate, and Brooks is 2 for 3. The pitch from Hamilton is a hit by pitch check, but it's too high. Starline 1, ground ball, Horace Clark. He gloves it, and let's see what we got here. Oh, -2 on the double play. So he gloves it and goes to Amaro for 1. Unless I roll a 1, the Orioles stay alive. Goes to Amaro for 1. The relay to Mantle, not in time. And it's a 4-6 putout of Frank Robinson. And here comes Woody Held. Woody Held is, yikes. Woody Held is 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. And I'm going to make one more check of the bench to see if I'm missing anybody at all with a little bit. Yes, I am. Yes, I definitely am. They're going to go with Dave Johnson. Who definitely out-hit Woody Held in 1967. So that's it for Woody. And Johnson will bat with 2 outs and Brooks Robinson at first. The other thing I'm going to do here, Robinson's base running is a 3, but Louis Aparicio is on the bench and he's a 4. So I'm going to have Aparicio pinch run for Brooks Robinson, who was, by all accounts, a wonderful base runner, but he wasn't Louis Aparicio. So, Johnson at the plate against the left-hander Hamilton. The pitch from Steve to Dave Johnson is a strikeout check. Hey, struck him out, and that is going to end the ball game. It's a 4-3 Yankee winner for Mel Stottlemyre with a save from Steve Hamilton with an inning of 1-2-3 relief and a pair of strikeouts. Your totals go like this for the victorious homestanding Yankees: 2, 4, 6, 8 hits, 4 runs on 8 hits, and they committed 1 error. The Orioles, 3 runs, 6 hits, and they committed 1 error. As I said, the winning pitcher, Stottlemyre, losing pitcher, Barber. The save goes to Hamilton. No 500th home run for Mickey Mantle in today's game. Next week, a new game for the 1967 season. It will be Whitey Ford's last start, May 21st, 1967. Hope you'll join me. Thanks for being with me. Don't forget to subscribe. So long, everybody.